Hello everyone. In this session, we are going to discuss a topic from the chapter Morphology of Flowering Plants. So, have you ever wondered how the flowers are going to produce the pollen that helps them reproduce? So, answer lies into the structure that is stamen. So, stamen is the male reproductive organ. Male reproductive organ of the flower. So we can consider the structure of the stamen like a brush. So here we can see the stamen is made up of a filament and usually bilobed, that is anther lobes. So here the brush handle is equivalent to the filament or the stalk, and the brush tip is equivalent to the anther lobes. Just like the brush helps to spread the paint, like the stamen not only involves into the production of pollen grains but also helps into their dispersal. So anther is usually bilobed. They are usually bilobed. Each lobe, each lobe is having further two sac or two chamber. Two chambers or two sac, as we can observe from this diagram. So pollen sac, they are called as a pollen sac, where the pollen grains are being produced. Two chambers or the two sac, that is pollen sac, where the pollen grains are being produced. Pollen grains are produced. So it is not like that only a single stamen is present into a flower. There can be, the number can be different. So this is called as whorls of stamen. The whorls of stamen is altogether termed as androecium. It is a technical term for the whorls of stamen. Whorls of stamen. Into the floral formula, it is abbreviated as capital A. It is called as androecium. So now the stamen they can also be arranged into the different manner. Just like this can also be considered as like a stamen structure. So these are the filaments and these are their lobes. The filaments are free, the lobes are free. It can be possible. It may be possible that the stamen is attached to the petals or the perianth, means the walls of the stamens, or it can be possible that the stamens within their own whorl, like with the other stamen, they can be fused, they can be associated. So there can be the different arrangement of stamens into the different flowers of the different plants. So first one, when the both the filaments and the anther lobes are free, this is called as androus. This situation is called as androus. When the stamens are being associated with the other members of the flower, this is called as adhesion. This is called as adhesion. And when the stamens are being fused, are being associated within their own whorl, this is called as cohesion. This different types of arrangement of the stamens have the great importance with respect to the pollination, dispersal of the pollen grains, to ensure the effective fertilization. It is not a random. So the first case, when we are saying it is the androus, when the both the filaments and the lobes are free. So this is called as androus situation, and into this two cases can be present. One flower, the flower when the only single stamen is there. So it is called as the monoandrous situation. Monoandrous. Or the flower where multiple stamens are being present and they are not fused, they are free. So it is the polyandrous situation. polyandrous. The monoandrous situation is example is the orchid flower, and here the polyandrous it is lotus. One of the example is lotus. Then adhesion means the association of the stamen with the other structure of the flower. Association of stamen with other structure like petals, tepals of flower. It is called as adhesion. Association of the structure within their own world, that is the cohesion, and that is this is adhesion. So here the two cases are present usually, epipetalous and epiphyllous condition. So this pink color structure it is representing the petal, and this is these structure are the stamen. So means the stamen is being born over the petal. In the middle diagram, middle structure, here it is shown that the stamens are being borne over the petals. So it is called as the epipetalous situation. This is found into the example is brinjal. The flower, I hope it is visible to you. It is the brinjal, where the stamens are being borne over the petals. These peripheral violet color structure are the petals, and this yellow color structures these are the stamens. Their base are being borne over the petals. So it is epipetalous situation. It is into the Solanaceae family, brinjal. Brinjal. Stamens are borne over the petals. Into the floral diagram, floral formula, it is being represented as C for the corolla and A for the androecium, and it is their epipetalous situation. Epiphyllous, it is stands for the stamens are borne are attached over the perianth. So perianth is the wall of tepal. Perianths are the wall of tepals. And when the stamens are being borne over the walls of the perianth, it is called as epiphyllous condition. This is being observed into the Liliaceae family, lily, flower of lily. Now it's cohesion. So means cohesion is association of the stem, one stamen with the other stamen, with the filaments only, with the anther lobes only, or entirely. It is with the other stamen of the androecium. It is the cohesion. Association of stamen, one stamen with another stamen within their own world, within androecium. We can say with the other members of the androecium. So that is the cohesion. So into the cohesion, the three cases can be present. Filaments are fused and the lobes are free. So here we can see the filaments are fused and the lobes are free. The lobes are free. This is called as adelphous condition. Adelphous. Then the filaments are free and the lobes are fused. Here you can observe the filaments are free and their lobes are fused together. So only single lobe is visible, but the filaments are free. So this is called as the syngenesious condition. And lastly, it is entire stamen is fused. Means all the filaments, all the lobes of all the stamens are fused together. So it seems only a single stamen is present because of the fusion of all the stamen. So this is called a synandrous situation. Sin androus. One by one, we will discuss them in detail. So, first one is when the filaments are fused, lobes are free. This is adelphus. So, it may be possible that there will be the multiple stamen, and all the stamens are going to form a single group with their filaments. So, that is called as a monoadelphous condition. All the stamens, when they fuse together through their filaments, they are going to form a tube-like structure. This is called as a staminal tube. This is a staminal tube. This is the fusion of their filaments, and the lobes will be free. It is found into the China rose. It is observed into the China rose. Then the diadelphous situation. All the stamens, suppose multiple stamens are there, they are going to form the two groups. So here you can observe this. They are going to form the two groups. Here into one, there are multiple stamens and they are fused to their filaments. And another, here it is only single stamen, where the lobe and the filament is free. So it is diadelphous situation. It is found into the P, Fabaceae family. Then polyadelphous situation. Polyadelphous situation when multiple stamens are there and they are going to form more than two groups, more than two bunches. Their filaments are fused and their lobes are free. So multiple groups are present. So you can imagine this. So this is the polyadelphous situation. This is found into the citrus. Citrus. So here we can observe that the monoadelphous into the China rose where the lobes are free. These are the lobes are free. Here the diadelphous situation into the P. You can observe that it is their filaments are fused 9. This is A. 9 are fused and one is alone. This one is alone, single. This is the diadelphous situation. Two bunches are being formed. Into the polyadelphous, we can see through the live flower, it is the sweet lime, citrus. So we can observe these are the petals. We can remove their petals. And it can be clearly visible that these stamens are fused. They are going to form multiple groups and they are fused through the filament region and their lobes are free. Their lobes are free and they are fused through the filament region only. Okay, so this is called as the polyadelphous situation and it is found into the citrus. Diagram you can also observe here. This is the fused filament and the free lobes. Now the next category is when the filaments are free and the lobes are fused. So it is called as the syngenesious condition. Here fused lobe and free filaments. This is a syngenesious condition. It is found into the Astraceae sunflower. Then the last category of the cohesion, it is when the entire stamen is fused. So means only a single stamen is seems to visible and their filaments and the lobes are fused. So it is called as a synandrous condition and it is found into the cucurbits. Cucurbits. So this is all from the cohesion. Adelphous condition, syngenesious condition, synandrous condition. Filament fused, lobe free, filament free, lobe fused, and entirely the stamen is fused. We have discussed their technical terms and their examples. This arrangement is not at all random. It is like ensuring the effective transfer of the pollen grains to the pollinators to ensure the effective fertilization. So based upon this, we can discuss some question. Condition of stamens shown in the given picture is called as. So here lobes are fused, the filament are fused. It is called as the synandrous condition. Then multiple bunches are visible which are fused to the filaments and the lobes are free. It is called as a polyadelphous condition. Into the citrus. Then lobes are fused, filaments are free. It is called as the syngenesious condition. And lastly, it is all the stamens of the flower are being divisible into the two groups. Into one, the 9 stamens are fused, or means all the filaments are fused of the stamens, and another one is free. So it is diadelphous situation. Into the P, diadelphous. So here the option fourth is correct. While reading the statement of the question, never allows your eyes to look over the option. Otherwise, it will create the confusion. Match list 1 with the list 2. Next question. So this was asked to the NEET 2024. Monoadelphous situation, we have discussed that all these stamens are fused through their filaments and going to form a staminal tube-like structure. This is found into the China rose. So here it will be the fourth. Diadelphous situation, it is all the stamens of the flower are divisible into the two groups. It is found into the P. So it is second. Polyadelphous condition. Like into the citrus, we have discussed all the stamens of the flower are going to form more than two groups. So it is citrus 1 and epiphyllus. The stamen are borne over the walls of the tepals or the perianth. It is found into the liliaceae, lily. So it is third. It is 4213. Option first is correct. It is from NEET 2024. Next question is condition of stamens shown in the given picture is called. So it is about the stamens, so we have to focus upon them. These are the filaments and these are their fused lobes. So obviously it is, we have already discussed, this is called as syngenesious condition. It is found into the sunflower, Astraceae family, syngenesious. Option second is correct. So here it is a true false question. Length of the filaments do not vary within a flower. Is it true or false? So before commenting over it, we just look over this. So there are the types of the stamens based on the length of the filaments. There can be two categories, didynamous and tetradynamous. Here the height, the length of the two stamens are same and the other two stamens are same. They're reaching at a different height. So it is observed into the ocimum and salvia. So it is called as didynamous condition. It is because of their different length of the filaments. Another it is tetradynamous. So you can observe that the length of the two stamens are shorter and the other four stamens are longer. So it is represented into the floral formula as A2 plus 4. This is observed into the mustard Brassicaceae family. Tetradynamous condition. So obviously the stamen's length can be different into a flower. So the question was length of the filaments do not vary within a flower. So this should be false. We have already discussed this. So based upon the NCERT page number 64, last line, it is mentioned here there may be variation in the length of the filaments within a flower as in salvia and mustard. So within a flower, the stamen's length can be different because of their different length of the filaments. So the question can be drafted based upon the NCRT lines. So what we have discussed the different arrangement of the stamens. It is the androus condition where the free form is there of the filaments and the lobes. Adhesion situation is there when the stamen is being attached to the petals or the perianth, and it is the cohesion, attachment, association of the stamen within their own whorl. So within the androus, it can be the monoandrous or it can be the polyandrous condition. Here into the adhesion, it can be epipetalous or it can be epiphyllous. Examples we have discussed, brinjal and the liliaceae respectively. Into the cohesion, it is the fused filaments lobe free adelphous condition where all the stamens can fuse to form a single set. So it is into the China rose or the two set into the P diadelphous condition, polyadelphous condition into the citrus. It can be the multiple sets. We have already seen the flower. And it is a syngenesious condition. It is into the sunflower where the lobes are fused and the filaments are free. And here the stamen, entirely stamen is fused. So here it is into the cucurbits, synandrous condition. So when we write all these arrangement together, then we have a clear picture in our mind and the confusions are being resolved. So the different arrangement of these stamens into the different plants is not random. It plays a crucial role into the pollination, means the spread of the pollen grains, transmission of the pollen grains to the pollinating agencies to for the effective fertilization, like diet alpha situation into the pea. Okay, so this is all from the arrangement of the stamen. So thank you everyone.